Am I going to do a hat or a no hat? What do you
Whatever
think?
you want.
Hmm.
Let me make you this screen so that you're by yourself when you're chatting, and then we'll just get chatting, man. All right.
Have you
Cool.
seen the film?
I did. I watched it yesterday. Holy
Oh, no
crap.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. Jen
Sure,
sent me a
sure.
screener and I was like, I didn't know what I was expecting. Like, we'll just hop into it. We'll just shoot the shit because,
All right, cool.
interviews are often
Cool.
question, answer, question, answer. I'd rather just get into a conversation with you. So, I mean, I watched it. I didn't know what to expect going into it because, I've seen you, background star, do all this other stuff. You're usually this like action, gritty, grindy guy in these films. And then Jen messages me and says, "Hey, Keith wrote a movie and this is a new thing." And I was like, "Wicked. Let's check it out." So she sent me the screener. I checked it out. Blown away, man. Like, just, I wanted to talk to you about getting into acting and stuff like that, but we might as well go straight into this because you brought it up.
Well, let's
Um,
talk about all of it, man. First of all, where are you from, man?
I'm
I
from
get the
Vancouver,
Canada.
Vancouver,
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah,
I am,
Vancouver.
yeah. And like the star of the show, Brendan Fair, he's Canadian too, is he not?
Yes, he is. He's very proud Canadian.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
So going into it, like you wrote this, the right off the hop, it says a Keith Jardine film, which must be pretty cool to see leading into a film. Talk to me about how this all came about because I look at your Tapology page, I look at your IMDb, and sort of coincides with near the end of your career, you started getting into acting. When did the whole writing thing
Yeah.
come into play?
Well, that comes from acting. I was acting. I got some pretty decent roles. I've been doing the same roles over and over, and I thought, well, first of all, I always thought like let's come up with our own scripts, and I should try and talk people into writing scripts. I had ideas, and then it occurred to me one day, you know what? I just need to do this myself. I'm a horrible writer. I know dialogue from acting. I studied acting so much. I know dialogue, so I just started off with that, and then I wrote a script. The script sucked. I wrote another script. The script was great. A lot of people wanted to do it. This is a long story short, and then it led to me doing my short film, which was before this, past 11:55. That did really well. Won a lot of awards. I got best acting for it, best directing for it. It was in four Academy qualifying festivals. Excuse me about that.
No
The
worries.
four Academy qualifying festivals, and that was like a calling card to get this done. I got like a lot of movies that are ready to go that I'm working on, but I needed to do this so that I could direct all my own films. Like studios have covered my script and want to do my other movies, but I wasn't going to be the director, so I wanted to squeeze this one in after during the actors strike and do something, yeah, that'll show my skills, and yeah, that's how this came about. Writing started. You asked about how I started writing. That first started because I wanted to play more challenging roles and do more interesting stuff.
Did so you
Um,
felt like you were typecasted, I guess.
yeah, which being typecasted as being great because you're being casted, right?
Yeah.
You're getting parts, but yeah, but I'm proud of the work. I'm proud of what I can do as an actor. I'm pretty diverse, and so I wanted to start writing that and creating that, and it shows in El Paso 11:55, the short that I did, and funny how the world starts working. Once I started writing, creating stuff, then the roles started coming to me, just like the universe answered. Like I have a couple of parts coming up. I have a movie coming out called Over Your Dead Body with Jason Segel and Juliette Lewis and Samara Weaving, and I'm a lead in that. That's gonna be really big for me. I got some other movies coming out. I'm doing Terminal List right now, which I got a great part in that, which is not the normal part I'm used to playing. So all these are new parts. So it's crazy. It worked out not just in my own films, but like I said, the universe kind of answered. Now I'm getting all these other parts too. So it's great.
No kidding. Now, I mean, we didn't even mention it. You asked me if I saw the film, and we didn't even say the name. It's called Kill Me Again, starring Brendan
Yeah.
Fair. And like going through the list, you got some. Obviously, you have some MMA fighters in this. You got Michelle Watterson. Um, you have yourself. You
Amazing.
have Tate Fletcher. Right. I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
really cool. Donald
I got
Cerrone.
Marie. I got Cowboy's in there, Maurice is in there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, but I gave them all like, Michelle's just like a nurse, and she does great. Cowboy's a cop, you know. Tate's a fry cook, for God's sake. Like, when do you get a chance to be a fry cook? But one thing I'm really, like, these guys really deliver, right? It's not like, um, Michelle's like not the karate hottie. She's really this nurse and is really believable. Tate's really this Russian fry cook with a Russian accent, and you really believe it. It's really important to me that in my movie that there's no weak spots in acting anywhere during the movie, and everybody's really strong. And I'm very proud of what everybody did in this, especially Brendan. Brendan Fair, like he really pulled off the impossible, man. He made you fall in love with this really horrible person.
That he did. And how did he come into play? Like, obviously he's been in some big stuff. He was in Roswell. He was in a whole bunch of these other flicks and TV shows and whatnot. How did he become the star of this film?
Well, it's pretty easy. Well, first of all, he moved to New Mexico because of he was a lead in the series Night Shift, and he fell in love with New Mexico, and he moved here. So he's really accessible that way. I worked on Night Shift. That I did a stunt role in that, and that's how I met him. Um, this is like, it's really easy. I won't say easy, but when you present somebody with the opportunity to play a different character than they never played before, then it's like, oh, this is interesting. And he saw that and saw, okay, this is a chance to be this thing that I've never done before, and he dove right into it, man. He got really serious, man. He studied for this months before the film, and he kind of it's kind of cliche, but he kind of went method on it, and found a real dark space, and like I said, pulled off like the impossible. Like, there's not too many actors that could do what he did on this movie.
No, and you had Master Ken in it as well. Like,
Hello?
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, Master Ken. Sam, he's amazing. You're the first person to pick that up. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to say it, but I'm waiting for somebody to pick it up. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Matt's amazing, and he's one of the most important characters, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah,
It's hilarious. When
yeah,
I saw him, I'm like, I know that guy from somewhere.
yeah. That's Matt Page. That's Master Ken, and
Yeah.
like he's a heck of an actor. Like, I wanted him right away. I auditioned for it, saw a lot of people, but I always knew that I wanted him to play that part.
Nice. Now, talk about the script itself. Like, how did you come up with this? I saw in the press release you talked about, true crime and all this other kind of stuff. How did this script all come into play? Because, sort of Groundhog Day esque, this whole
Yeah,
serial killer thing. It really, really interesting script for a true crime serial killer kind of flick.
yeah, man. I like when I write. I like to take the audience for a ride. I like to do it from mostly one POV, and it's from the serial killer's point of view throughout the whole thing, and and you discover when he discovers, you learn when he learns it, and I really love that. When I watch films, I like to be on that ride. I don't like it to be all shown to me right away, and that's what this film is. It's got a lot of Easter eggs, it's got a lot of surprises and twists at the end. That when you guys start watching this, you can't give it away because that twist at the end is really important. It is twisted and diabolical. Um, yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to put something together that I could do easy, not easy, but simple location and all that. And you talked about true crime. I was watching a lot of true crime that time. I was watching the BTC killer. I saw a documentary on him, and that Dahmer series just came out. That really twisted Dahmer series. I think it was on Netflix about the actor that played it. It was a scripted thing. It wasn't a documentary, but
Yeah, it was
to
that
see how
monster
like
show.
twisted. Yeah, like it was really like, oh my God, this is what it's really like, and I felt like bad watching it. Like, it was like because of the victims, like bringing it back to life for them and all that. And I was just thinking, my assessment, we all have this obsession with true crime, and the serial killers. We kind of make celebrities out of them, right? And we kind of root for them in a way, in a twisted kind of way, like a secret kind of kind of way, and that was kind of the thought of going into writing this movie.
It is interesting the way you say, that we turn them into celebrities almost, because I read a book back in the day about John Wayne Gacy, and it was a guy who wrote him every day in jail, and then he ended up going to visit him because he thought he was like really good friends with him at that time, and visited him in prison. And John Wayne Gacy ended up holding a pen to his throat and trying to kill him when he went to visit him. Like, it's
I
crazy.
never heard this.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
it was a
Yeah.
wild book, and the guy who was the one writing him was the one who wrote the book. I forget what it was called, but if I find it, I'll make sure to shoot you a DM or
Why
something and tell you what it was called.
why did John put what why did he almost stab him?
He I guess he just had that killer mentality still.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was
This is my
like, okay,
chance to
I
get
draw
this is my
this guy
chance to
in,
get
I
another.
draw this guy in, I draw this guy in, and then, I mean, you hear about these serial killers getting letters all the time in jail and marrying people and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's just wild the way they blow up like that, and to write a script the way you did is the ups and the downs and the ups and the downs and the mentality of Brendan Fair going through it. It was really
Yeah,
cool. How long did it
yeah.
take you to write this script?
We did it really fast. Nothing really happens this fast. I got the idea in August. Um, um, I started shooting around ideas. It took me 2 weeks to come up with the idea. I wrote the beginning and the end in just a couple weeks, and I knew I had something. I started raising money. I started like I'm kind of nuts like this. It puts a lot of stress on me and everybody around me. But I was like, okay, like this is it. That we're gonna do this. We're gonna shoot it in November. I think I said November or something, maybe end of October even, which is just insane. Nothing happens that fast. But I started raising money and started getting cast and crew together, and everybody's working. And October became November. November like got pushed to December, but without a harsh schedule and pushing everybody like that, not even money. We didn't have money until like a week before shooting. Like talk about stress, man. Didn't even have SAG. Like it might have taken another 6 months to shoot it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this at this time, and let's go. And like I just believe it's gonna happen, and hope everything falls in place. And for my short, it happened this way, and for my feature, it happened this way, and hopefully in the future, now that I've done something like this, something good like this, that I'll have the people behind me that we can kind of take our time a little bit.
No kidding. Now, I see
But
on
who
your
knows? I'll probably never
IMDb,
do it. That
like
let's just go.
you said, things, the universe sort of fell into your hands after this kind of stuff sort of blew up, like the award-winning short that you did. You've done this now. I see that you have 7 projects, including Kill Me Again, on your IMDb. Um, did all these come into play because of this?
Yeah, yeah. I got, like I said, I got. I think of my scripts, I think I have 4 out there that are ready to go, and 2 that I'm pushing right now. I'm waiting for the release of this movie that I'm going to start packaging these other 2 movies. I've always had, like I said, I've had these scripts before I did this. I did this one to make the other ones. Um, I got really good actors behind them and all that, and it's just like this is just something to show what I can do, and I got really lucky, man. Like people really came together for me on this. Like the I got a great cinematographer, Jurgen Heinemann, Brennan the actor, all the crew. Like this is like a it's not a good movie. I'm proud of it because it's not a good movie. Like it's not a good independent movie. It's not a good movie that a first time feature writer director did. Like this is a great movie that stands on its own. And I know this not just because I like it and I say it, because everybody that I showed it to, like professionals that I showed it to, like people, this movie has a legs to really go viral. Like you see those movies that go viral, like these horror kind of genre movies that have a great theatrical run and go crazy on subscription because it's just an interesting thing. It's something that no one's ever seen before, and we've all seen the time loop thing, but we've never seen the time loop thing done this way, and it shocks everybody the way it turns out because I never saw that coming, and I never thought of that. Like so that's where I am.
Did you know right off the hop writing this that you wanted to have sort of a small part in it?
Yeah, I want to put a small part in everything for myself. I thought about playing when I first started writing it. I wrote it for myself to play the lead, and then when I wrote the second part, and I wrote, this is something really good, man. I knew this was good, and I need to just really concentrate on directing and um, making my way as a director on this, and then and then for other reasons, Brendan made a lot more sense than me playing the guy. So then right away I shifted to Brendan, and I ran into him, and he read it, and the rest is history.
You said Brendan, he moved to New Mexico and you guys played in a series together. Was that the first time you met him? Was that the first time you even knew about him, or did you know about him prior from some of his other roles?
I knew him a bit from Oswell, and then but I didn't really know him that much until I met him on night shift, and then we hit off this friendship, and like he saved me on my short. Like I had an actor fall out, and he jumped in on the last week to play that part, which was a hard part to play. And then so like man, like I owe you now, man. We're good, man.
Nice. And
Yeah,
obviously, you said Tate Fletcher, the kitchen guy in the kitchen.
Tate's my guy, man.
You guys are, yeah, you
Tate.
guys are sort of duos in a lot of these flicks you do. So obviously, is he in all the shows that you are writing? Is he a part of them?
Yeah, me and him will be a part of everything. Somewhere it might be really small, maybe really big, but there'll be something for. I'm just trying to create this family and friend. Like I talk about Jurgen, my cinematographer. Like I never want to work without him. Like I think that I'm trying to put this production company, Broken Ear together, where we're just a group of like-minded people having fun and shooting things. Brendan said something on my post the other day about I've been doing this for 20, 30 years, whatever he said, 30 years, I think. And this is one of the funnest shows I ever did. And when I hear that from the crew, too, like a lot of the crew come up to tell me, these guys do really good movies. They do $50 million movies, right? And they say this is one of the most fun and one of the coolest movies I ever did. When people come up to me and say that means everything to me. And that's what I'm trying to create. I'm trying to create this world where we're just the same group of people doing stuff over and over and making good, fun stuff. And that's it, fun, right?
It's
Like
like
this
the
movie we're talking about.
Adam Sandler format, right? Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
always got
yeah,
his
yeah.
crew of buddies in his shows and whatnot. And I will say, Tate Fletcher's character probably my favorite character in the film.
Yeah, yeah. No eggs for you.
So funny, so funny.
I
Now,
think only he could pull this off too. Like I did have a think like who else just actually because he was on another show and it was getting pretty tight whether he could do it or not. And I was trying to think of who else could do this and like I'm thinking of like big actors too. And like I don't really know anybody else besides Tate that could really pull this character off the same way. So yeah, but it all worked out, man.
so if you could
Even me,
like,
like I even thought about me, like maybe I have to jump in and play
yeah.
this role. And like I don't think I could do it as good as Tate.
He
And Tate came.
absolutely aced it. It was amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll ask this for you to just promote this because I think I'm gonna drop this like once the movie comes out is what Jen told me to do. So for the people that haven't watched it yet, just push the movie and let them know why they should watch it.
All right. Kill Me Again, guys. It's we're in theaters on August 8th, wherever you get it. Apple, Amazon, all that. Wherever you rent your show, that's where we are, man. It's like you said, it's twisted, diabolical. It's fun. It's something like you've never seen before, and we're really gonna move the needle on this, man. People are gonna really start paying attention, and this is gonna go viral, man. So get in right away and let me know what you think, like on the Instagram and all that. Like I love to hear people. I'll talk about my movie all day, man. So please hit me up and let's have a conversation about it.
Amazing. Now, before I let you go, I want to ask a couple MMA questions to you. Do you still train at all?
Yeah, I train a little bit. By the way, don't tell me to pitch things, man. That's always hard. Like I can do conversation. You tell me to, especially my own stuff. Like, okay, now I got to put on the salesman hat. Like I'm just a regular guy trying to do things. You know what? There's nothing better than just what I said. There's nothing better than being in a theater and watching the crowd and people react and laugh when they're supposed to laugh and react when they're supposed to laugh. And this is your thing. This is your art. You put this together. There's no better feeling than that. There's no fight. There's nothing. There's no better feeling than that. So yeah. So we say about fighting. Do I still train a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to stay. Try and stay able. Like I work out all the time. I hit the bag a little bit. I don't box as much as I would like to. I want to start doing jujitsu more, but yeah, I try and stay ready to handle stuff if it comes along.
What do you think of the
You
current
never.
landscape of MMA? Like you were in it when it was guys that, you were a brawler in there. You wanted to get in there, you wanted to bang, you wanted to, make the crowd excited. Today's MMA is people that want to, become celebrities, it seems like. We see,
Oh,
the
you
Conor
just
McGregors and all this kind of stuff. What's your take on the current landscape of MMA?
you just said everything, man. Everything you said is really what it is. Yeah, you got to be like Connor. You got to separate yourself. You got to be this character now, like WWE a little bit. It's hard to us like when we were doing we were just ourselves and we're trying to put on shows. And when I fight, you said about that about banging about it wasn't about being a superstar. We're trying to make this sport work. The sport's brand new, and it was like a whole family, the whole UFC, everybody together trying to make this sport grow and this sport work. And my biggest fear, believe it or not, going into a fight wasn't losing the fight. My biggest fear was having a boring fight. It's really stupid, I know, but I was really worried about that. My first fight, I remember I was telling my corner man, Winklejohn, like, hey, tell me between the rounds. I want you to tell me, like, if it's a good fight or if it's not a good fight. And he thought I was insane. Like, no, 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 I'm serious. I want you to tell me. And then I remember after the first round, it was so how's the fight? How's the fight? He's like, shut up, do this, do that. Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I
But I was
mean,
really
and
important.
and that's what it is. You were that guy that got in there and put on exciting performances, win or
I was
lose.
really thank you, and I was really humble and really aware. I'm getting paychecks. I mean, they weren't great back then. Dana was giving us awesome bonuses if we did good, but I was really aware that I'm making a lot of money. I used to get paid $200 a fight. Now I'm making thousands to go fight and do something and make a living and do things. And it's because people are watching me. People are watching on pay per view. People are going to the stands and watching. And I wanted to pay service to that. Like I'm thinking of myself. If I was um, like I grew up without a lot of money, and I was able to scratch enough money for a ticket to go watch an event, and then the people fighting didn't really care about entertainment. That would be awful. And so today there are those people. There are fighters, and like I said on the Jackson podcast, I said there's fighters and there's athletes, and today there's more athletes than there ever was. Like we were all fighters then. We fought. There wasn't a guarantee of a sport. There wasn't a guarantee of celebrity and money was success. We were fighting because we were trying to discover something. Now there's people are going it because they want to be the next John Jones. They want to be a superstar and they want to make $1 million for a fight, which that wasn't there when we were fighting.
Yeah. Do you
I'm not.
still?
I'm not disparaging today's UFC though. Like these guys are amazing. Like I love the stories that happen. My favorite stories. Like I really love all the Ilias,
Oh
all the
yeah.
Russian fighters and all that. They're freaking amazing. I love their style. But that's my favorite style of fighting. By the way, those guys are fighters. But because they can tell they come from harsh backgrounds and all that. But with that, I love the underdog story of rooting for the guy to actually dethrone one of these guys like that. That's a fun storyline to follow. That's a good WWE bit right there.
So you do still keep up with the sport?
Yeah, I do keep up. Yeah, I do. More than ever right now. Honestly, I've come to terms. Like I was talking about this the other day. After I quit fighting, I felt kind of it's harder for fighters to watch fighting or go to fights and stuff after they stop because my career didn't go the way I wanted. I knew I was a lot better than I showed. I showed it a couple times, but not consistently, and I knew I was better for that. I always thought I could be a champ. I always thought this and that. And I beaten champs, just they never had the belt, and I just kind of felt like a failure for a while afterwards. And it was like probably the lowest part of my life, actually. What am I going to do
Yeah.
for money now? What is this life for me? Am I going to be a has-been? I peaked in 2007 when I fought Chuck Liddell. Like, I never want to be that guy. So it was hard to be around the UFC then. But then there's a point where, I don't know, things just shifted. It's like, you know what? Like, I am proud of my career. I did all these things, and I was one of the founders at the beginning of the tough days that made this thing work, and a certain pride and a sense of accomplishment. And then I started using fights to promote myself now, too, because, the first line of my cold email to somebody is I'm a former UFC star, blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Do you think acting would have fell into place had you not fought in the UFC?
Nope, nope. Well, maybe you know how the universe works, but after I fought Chuck, just by coincidence, I ran into some big time writer directors in a small town in New Mexico, and they asked me if I would read for their film, and they gave me a part. And I got my SAG card of that. I've always wanted to be an actor. I've always been in love with movies, but I had no idea how to do that, what that meant, and I couldn't see myself finding an acting school and learning the craft, and I had no idea how to do it that way. So
Yeah.
I got really lucky.
So, final question for you then. I know you said, you were typecast for quite a while there. You wrote your own script so that you weren't that typecasted guy. If you could have your perfect role in any film to date, what would that role be?
I think I just wrote that. I think I just wrote that, and I'm calling it Killer Love right now, but it's going to change again. Um, I'm sure because titles always change. I just wrote that character. Um, it's just it's just kind of a lovable kind of kind of yeah. It's just kind of a different kind of it's a different kind of villain. Um, um, I don't know how to describe the script. Yeah, just a guy that things aren't going his way, and it's super funny and all that. And it's just a guy that you can relate to, although he's just super scary, fierce guy. That's the guy that I wrote that I'm going to play pretty soon. That's really cool. But also this role that I just did that's coming out over your dead body. Like things are working out. Yorma Taccone got me for this, and he got me in this role, and he had to twist some arms to get me in this role. But it's something you never seen me play before, man. Like it's I'm a villain for sure,
Yeah.
but I'm a lovable villain, and I'm a childlike villain, and it's really interesting, man. And it's really funny, dude. Like I really forced him to play this role. So yeah, whatever new, man. Um, everything I write for myself, and then sometimes I give it to other people.
Like you did with this one, Kill Me Again, as you said, in theaters August 8th and on any streaming platform. You can see it on Apple, whatever. You can
Apple,
find it.
Amazon, all that. And also you can pre-order on Apple if you're watching this before the 8th, and that helps me out a lot because, man, if you guys really hit this on the first week, that'd be really helpful to me because that makes our if you're not finding it in a theater, if you rent it, man, that makes our placing go up, and we just go viral from there, and the theatrical run will take off and all that stuff. So, if you guys want to help old UFC fighter, go rent my movie, and tell me how great it is afterwards.
Well, it is great, and I had a great time chatting with you. He's Keith
Thanks for watching,
Jardine.
man.
This was awesome, man. I really appreciate the time. I took up about 30 minutes of your time. We lost a bit of connection there, but what a
Yeah.
great chat, man. I really enjoyed the flick. I can't wait to see how it does. I'm sure people will love it because I did. And I can't wait to see this one that you got with Jason Segel because that sounds like an interesting duo as well, man.
Dude, it is great, man. Wait till you see it, dude. It's a remake of another movie. It's freaking great. Cool, brother.
Awesome, man. I appreciate your time. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we can talk again when another big film comes out.
Right on, brother. Stay on, man.